We just saw the bet.
That's right.
You told him to do what?
I told Skip that when he lost, what he was going to have to wear, I was going to get to pick out his wardrobe. I never liked his wardrobe to begin with.
You don't
know
like
that.
Yes,
but I think this is the first day I actually do like what he's wearing. Skip, come on out here, boy.
Skip is here. He didn't call in sick. I know you guys thought he might have called in sick. Skip, get over here. Be a good sport. Look, why is he looking that way? I don't understand. Skip, you are a mess.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Okay.
This is beautiful.
All right.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Workers' comp. I don't want to be damaged in the midst of this. So, Skip Bayless.
Zoom in on the hat. Zoom in on the hat.
Is wearing TNT gear, the Money Team hat, as well as the Money Team shirt, and it says the best ever. TBE.
There you go. It looks nice on you, man. You know what I love about it more than anything? The shirt is actually in Cowboys colors.
The hat.
Isn't it beautiful?
The hat looks like an engineer's hat.
Hey, listen, you bought this on yourself. Skip Bayless will be wearing this for 2 hours. 2 hours today.
Wait, time out.
Yes.
Is that the deal?
Yes, it is.
He's wearing
Yes, it is. Just
the
like
entire show?
I wore a Dallas Cowboys jersey and hat for 2 hours.
Whoa.
He's keeping that on for 2 hours.
You're keeping that? Okay. I didn't know.
I've got nothing to say. This show belongs from start to finish to my partner, Stephen A. Smith, who thinks he was victorious on Saturday night. The stage is yours.
All right. What happened, my friend?
Manny got schooled.
Okay.
That's what happened. Listen. Was it the most exciting fight in the world? No, it was not. We understand that. There's a lot of people that have been complaining about it. They didn't see a knockout like I predicted. I thought Floyd was going to take him out in the 11th round. It did not happen. You thought Floyd was going to get taken out in the 7th round. It did not happen. Freddie Roach, who, by the way, now owes me a pair of Tom Ford shoes.
Wait, time out. And we looked them up. The shoes that you wanted specifically are $2,000.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And I want my shoes.
Okay.
I want my shoes, and I expect Freddie Roach to pay up, okay? In reality, in all seriousness, here's what it comes down to, y'all. When you can't hit somebody, it demoralizes you. Manny Pacquiao actually looked like he quit. He looked so frustrated, so demoralized, because he got so schooled. He trapped Floyd Mayweather against the ropes. 1 minute, Floyd Mayweather is doing a rope-a-dope. The next minute, he'll grab him and he holds him, because that's what Floyd will do. He tried to trap him in the corner. Floyd kept escaping. Floyd was sitting there right in front of his face. The next thing you know, he was gone. Manny Pacquiao connected on 19% of his punches. 81% of his punches. This speed demon that y'all were talking about. This dude with the hands so fast, so much faster than Floyd Money Mayweather, so much more skilled than Floyd Money Mayweather, so much more powerful than Floyd Money Mayweather, was hitting nothing but air. He got essentially embarrassed. Not because it was literal embarrassment from the perspective that Manny Pacquiao, you know what, oh my Lord, he just got completely destroyed. No, what happened is Floyd Mayweather, as cool as the other side of the pillow, a tribute to my man, the great Stuart Scott, sat up there, came into the ring, heard all of this noise, this nonsense and everything else, and he said, I'm going to fight my fight. I know what I'm doing. I'm the magician in the ring. It went back to what I told you Floyd told me years ago. I can crack any Da Vinci Code in that ring. I'm the best. And that's what he did. He cemented the reality that he is the best of the modern day era. He took Pac-Man. He made him look slow. He made him look hesitant. He made him look like he didn't know what he was doing. And ultimately, he snatched Manny Pacquiao's heart right out of his chest, because Manny Pacquiao didn't have anything. He appeared demoralized. He looked depressed after the fight, then comes up with some excuse about how his shoulder was hurting. Just so you know, after the fight, and then Sunday morning when I was on with Hannah Storm on SportsCenter, Floyd Mayweather and I spoke, and he said, excuses about Manny Pacquiao's shoulder. I came into the fight with 2 bad shoulders, and everyone knows my history of having bad hands. I've got my massage therapist here right now massaging my hands and taking care of me, because both of my hands was messed up, both of my shoulders were messed up, and it didn't stop me. I didn't make any excuses, so why should Manny Pacquiao get away with it? The boy got schooled. Freddie Roach, 7-time trainer of the year, got schooled. Bob Arum, the great Bob Arum, who's in his 80s, who's been around forever, who was the promoter for Mayweather for 10.5 years, who came on my radio show and told me Floyd's feet are not what they used to be. He can't move. He can't do this. He can't do that. None of it mattered. He got schooled too. And to top it all off, Floyd walked away with a $100 million check that night. I ain't even counting the other $100 million coming.
That's coming in.
All right. I'm talking about the $100 million check that he got Saturday night. He took their money. He took their reputation. He took their bravado. He took their heart. He took everything from them and reduced them to nothing more than an excuse to try and get a rematch with them so they could finally get paid themselves. Floyd Money Mayweather.
This one.
Took it out. Took them out. All of them together. And last but not least, he saved the best for last when he said, you. Who's that guy on the show with Stephen?
He knows my name.
He knows
I know he knows your name. I know he knows your name. But he said, who's that other guy on the show with Stephen A. Smith? Why did he say that? Because he was pointing the finger at you with all of your hyperbole and everything like that. Who's wearing the hat? It is you.
Are you
my friend.
Floyd?
You, my friend. You, my friend. I will respect you because you honored the bet and you came out and wore what you wore. But in the end, the blasphemy that you spoke, you played the role in doing this to Manny Pacquiao too.
What?
You got what you deserve. The floor is yours.
I can't.
Have you said enough? Because I've heard enough. Are you done?
I'm done, Skip. Go ahead, man.
He's about to explode. Let me scoot over.
Hold on. I got my tea here.
Is it okay if I stand up for just a second?
Yeah, do whatever
Can you
you're gonna
keep
do.
me on camera if I'm standing, please?
All right, I'm gonna move out the way.
I have worn this garbage long enough. This is it. Done with you.
What?
I have worn this garbage long enough.
You're not going to honor the bet?
This is coming off.
What are you doing?
TBE, the biggest ego ever. That's all this stands for. TBE, the biggest. Where's the camera? Right there. You got it. Right there. Right in the camera. Okay. I got to fix my hair. I got to fix me. Now, it's my turn to talk on this show because I got a whole lot to say and you got a whole lot to listen to. You know what, my friend Stephen A. Smith, and I do love you like a brother, though sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah, I know. Siblings.
If Floyd Mayweather Jr. had dominated and punished Manny Pacquiao the way you thought he would, if this fight had been stopped in the 11th round the way you called that it would be because Manny just couldn't continue because he was too hurt, you know what? I would wear that blasphemous t-shirt, TBE, and that silly engineer's hat for 2 hours of this show. But that did not happen on Saturday night. Here's the truth of what happened on Saturday night. Manny Pacquiao won that fight. Manny Pacquiao definitely thought he had won the fight because he said so right after the fight, as matter-of-factly and from the heart as he could. I won the fight. Manny Pacquiao went so far as to say the bottom line was he didn't do nothing. That's my bottom line to the whole fight. Floyd Mayweather didn't do nothing. Evander Holyfield said right after the fight, the former champion we had on this show, what did he say? Manny Pacquiao won this fight fair and square. And I don't even want to talk about the shoulder issue, the shoulder injury. I don't care. Regardless of whether his shoulder was hurt or not, Manny Pacquiao won this fight. As I detailed on Twitter from start to finish, I'm not doing sour grapes. I'm not doing sore loser here. I'm not speaking from the heart. I am speaking from the head with which I scored the fight from round to round. I had it 115, 113, Manny Pacquiao. I had Pacquiao winning 7 rounds to Mayweather's 5 rounds. I had Pacquiao winning 2, 3, especially 4 and 6, 10 and 12, which obviously Floyd just conceded 12 because Floyd thought the fight was over. I had Floyd Mayweather winning 1 because Manny came out tentative, 5, 7. I gave Floyd 9, and I don't even think he deserved to win 9, but I gave it to him. And round 11, I thought Floyd won round 11. This thing's driving me crazy, so I'm done with that. I'm done with the shirt, with the hat, and with my IFB for this segment. Okay. All that that Floyd Mayweather did was he mostly ran and he danced and he rope-a-doped after he blasted the great Muhammad Ali in your all-access Pete, saying that he was over-glorified for rope-a-doping George Foreman. That's all I saw that he did. He played rope-a-dope. Manny Pacquiao landed more shots, did more damage in rounds 4 and 6 than Mayweather did in the entire fight to Manny Pacquiao. When the fight was over, I thought Pacquiao was ready to go for a jog. He had a little mark up here, but he was mostly unmarked. Most of the damage in the fight was done by Pacquiao to Mayweather, especially in round 4 and 6. And the reason I picked 7, the Pacquiao team told me a month ago they were convinced they could take out Floyd Mayweather within 4 rounds. Obviously, Manny went for the quote-unquote kill in the 4th round. I thought he had Floyd in trouble. I thought he let him off the hook and off the ropes too quickly. Floyd was getting hammered in round 4 and again in round 6. So, Stephen A. Smith, I step back and I say, what was I taught? Remember, I've been covering boxing a lot longer than you've been covering boxing. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say.
My first fight that I covered was in September of 1978. 36 years ago, I covered Ali Spinks 2, the second fight in New Orleans. What was I taught from the start about how you score a boxing match? Unless there's a knockdown, the aggressor almost always wins the round. Who was the aggressor for most of the fight? Seriously, who was the aggressor? Manny Pacquiao was the aggressor.
That is true.
I got him in at least 7 rounds being more aggressive. I thought it was 8 or 9. I'm trying to be objective here, but the aggressor wins the fight. That was Evander Holyfield's point. He thought that Pacquiao was clearly more aggressive throughout the fight. But what happened? The judges scored the fight as if Floyd Mayweather was the invincible, undefeated champion and Pacquiao was the unknown underdog. Manny Pacquiao's a champion too. You got to score it straight up. It's almost like they wouldn't give Pacquiao a round unless he all but drew blood on Floyd Mayweather. That's a joke to me, because if you took this fight and put it in a vacuum, just in a vacuum, if you did not know the reputation of this fighter or the lack of reputation of this fighter, just those 2 fighters, and you got independent judges from around the world to score it, trust me, Manny Pacquiao would win that fight. Floyd Mayweather was mostly, I saw more smoke and mirrors from Mayweather than I'd see in a Las Vegas magic act. There were more mirages than you see in the Las Vegas desert, because he's mostly preening. He's acting like he's winning. He's shaking his head on rope-a-dope. He's dancing side to side like he's some little Ali. He acted the part very well. He impressed the judges very well. He did not win the fight. And the other thing that colored America's perception, for sure, was the guy that we had sitting in this seat, both in Las Vegas and in this studio, Roy Jones Jr. I love Roy, but he showed his true colors on our show, especially in Las Vegas. Was it Thursday's show, I believe Roy was on? He's a Floyd fan. From the start, after Manny gave up the first round because he was tentative, Roy Jones Jr. was completely over the top for Floyd Mayweather. He colored America's perception from the start about the fight. He misled people into thinking that Mayweather was dominating the fight when he wasn't. When actually Pacquiao was fighting a very smart fight from start to finish. He actually fought a Floyd smart fight, because I was worried that Manny was going to take one shot and get rocked and get dropped. Did not happen. He got caught one time the whole fight with one right hand from Floyd Mayweather. Floyd got caught 3 or 4 big times. That's what Evander Holyfield was saying. So in the end, I love the line from Manny. He didn't do nothing. Manny Pacquiao won the fight. I wore that junk that I wore for a little while because you deserve that much, but I'm not going to wear it again.
Fine. Go ahead and dishonor your bet. It's okay. Okay. It's all right. That's what you're doing, and that's fine, because I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Here's the reality of the situation, Skip. Roy Jones Jr. thought he won the fight. Max Kellerman thought he won the fight. Our very own Dan, hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
Dan Rayfield thought he won the fight. Dan Watson from Yahoo Sports thought he won the fight. Teddy Atlas, who picked Pacquiao, thought Mayweather won the fight. We're not simply sitting there and saying that Floyd did X, Y, and Z. let's be real and let's be serious here. Don't even worry about your paper. Just listen to what I'm here.
I got so many more points.
I know that. I know that.
And I'm forget one of them.
And I know you're not going to forget. But I'm dead serious about this. Skip Bayless, you've been around boxing long enough to know that what type of a fighter you are is what you are. Floyd Mayweather is a person devoid of one-punch knockout power. He goes into the ring. He outboxes you. His jab was there all night long. He could hit Manny with the jab anytime he wanted to. Every time he threw the jab, it was knocking Manny in his face. Now, did it hurt him? No. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is that it kept Manny off of him. Manny Pacquiao threw nearly 500 punches, Skip. He didn't even connect on 85. The fact of the matter, wait a minute. Skip, he connected on 19% of his punches. He missed 81% of his punches. Where was the quickness? Where was the Mr. Manny Pacquiao? Where was the guy that we saw shadow boxing with all of his speed and all that stuff?
Yeah.
We thought this was a mega fight. Nobody thought this was a mega fight because they were going to confuse Floyd Mayweather Jr. with being Tommy Hitman Hearns. We know what he is. What makes it great is that whether it's Miguel Cotto in the past, or Canelo Alvarez in the past, or an Oscar De La Hoya in the past, you saw a guy in Floyd Mayweather going into the ring with guys who were bigger, who were stronger, that had knockout power. In Manny's case, he wasn't bigger or stronger. He was smaller, but with electrifying speed and knockout power. And what happened, Skip? He could do nothing. More than half his punches.
Did you happen to see round 4?
Listen,
did you see round 6?
But I give you that. I give you both for a reason, both rounds 4 and 6. I gave Manny Pacquiao both of those rounds. What I am saying to you, Skip, is that outside of that, most of his shots, he was missing. Floyd was there, he was gone. Floyd Mayweather boxed him. Manny Pacquiao, a great fighter, was reduced to average status because he was in there with the best. And in the end, this is not a Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, because I know you thought Sugar Ray Leonard won that fight.
I did.
I was somebody that leaned towards Hagler. But my point to you is Hagler's aggression, he would tie Sugar Ray up, he would throw body shots and do a lot of things, but Sugar Ray managed to steal the rounds late, the last 30 seconds. Manny Pacquiao couldn't even do that. The last couple of rounds, Skip, he looked like he quit. He was so demoralized.
Not in 12.
Listen,
Floyd ran the whole 12
10 and 11.
All right.
What I'm saying to you is this. In the sport of boxing, when somebody can't hit you, it's the ultimate demoralizing thing. No mas. Roberto Duran quitting against Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray never hurt him. The first fight, he beat him up.
There was something else going on there.
No. The first fight, he beat him up.
Yeah.
The second fight, Sugar Ray said, I'm not going to stand toe-to-toe with him. I'm not going to stand toe-to-toe with him. I'm going to be evasive. All of a sudden, he couldn't find Sugar Ray, and he just threw his hands up because he couldn't catch him. He couldn't take being embarrassed. The Manny Pacquiao you saw in the post-fight conference, he was a man that was embarrassed, Skip, because Manny Pacquiao, I couldn't hit him. That's the reality. And you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, but you're leaving out the part about because he was running.
No, there was plenty of time. Hold on, wait a minute. There was plenty of times Floyd was either on the ropes, in the corner, or right in front of me. I'm not saying he didn't hold. I'm not saying there were times that he wasn't running. I'm telling you, vast majority of the fight, he was in the corner, he was on the ropes, or he was right in front of Manny Pacquiao's face, and Manny Pacquiao couldn't hit him. He could not hit him. This is boxing, y'all. I like to see Mike Tyson knocking people out, Lennox Lewis knocking people out, or Gennady Golovkin knocking people out, or somebody like that. But guess what? That doesn't always happen. And you know why? Because no matter who you put in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather, he demoralizes them because defensively, he's just too gifted, he's too slippery, man. And he embarrassed Pacquiao, had Pacquiao swinging at air, Skip.
No,
air.
You want to address that?
Oh, do I? I have said many, many times on this show, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the greatest defensive fighter I have ever seen.
What we talk about
and that was on display on Saturday night.
That's what we're saying.
I have said that. But you cannot beat an equal challenger when you have little to no offense. I saw little to no offense. The only offense I saw from Floyd, I told you, he landed one punch the whole night, caught him here, one time with the right. His offense consisted mostly of tying him up, putting him in a headlock. Really? Is that all you got?
And the jab. And the jab. And the straight right from time to time.
If you want to count a couple low blows, I'll give you the couple low blows. Seriously, there's just not the rat-a-tat jab. It's not enough. It's not enough to win the fight. Who took the most punishment? Who took the most punishment?
It wasn't Floyd.
Oh, please.
It wasn't Floyd.
Are you kidding me?
He barely got touched.
Oh, in round 4, he was getting pummeled in the corner.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my goodness.
Boom, 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 boom.
Skip.
Are you kidding?
Everybody in the world, even the folks in the Philippines that had to sit there and monitor their electricity, they know that Manny Pacquiao lost the fight.
They do not
They all know, Skip. Everybody knows Manny Pacquiao. Now, it might have been more a product of Manny Pacquiao than Floyd in their eyes, but there is no denying. Everybody says Manny Pacquiao wasn't himself. Even Freddie Roach sat there and said, there were some things we could have done differently. This is just 7-time trainer of the year who wants to come on my radio show and sit up there and bet me a pair of Tom Ford shoes. I didn't ask him for that bet. Sitting there, Manny Pacquiao's going to knock him out in the 9th round. We've been preparing for this for years. Bob Arum, you have to understand, Stephen, I was his promoter for 10.5 years. I know him. I've seen slippage. Floyd is not the same anymore. He can't move. He's going to be a stationary target for the speed. And Manny Pacquiao, I asked Freddie Roach, this is Bob Arum talking. I asked Freddie Roach, is it possible that he could literally be hitting harder and going faster? I can't believe what I'm seeing. And then you get in the ring with Floyd, and he looked like everybody else. I'm not saying it's the most exciting thing in the world. I'm not going to lie to my viewing public here, but I'm telling you, the brilliance of Floyd Mayweather is comparable to what we saw from Pernell Whitaker when he went against De La Hoya, when he went against Julio Cesar Chavez. That kind of defensive wizardry is what made Manny Pacquiao
wait,
look
time
like.
out. We got 3 minutes. You want to make your points and then pick this back up after? Or you want to go? Or you want to go now?
I have to make this point because I should have seen this coming. Okay. I should have known, even though we had different people come on the show and say, uh-oh, watch what happens if it goes to a decision with the judges. I should have known Manny Pacquiao from the Philippines would have no shot if it went to the judges in America, in the United States of America. Floyd's mystique is just too great. Blinded by the light. Everything that you're saying, those judges have heard again and again and again. I thought the scores were outrageously lopsided for the hometown home ring hero who is Floyd Mayweather Jr. So, I'm sorry, it just they were.
You're coming across as a sore loser, especially since you took off the hat and shirt too, because you lost the bet. You lost the bet. You bet in front of everybody right there poolside. You bet in front of everybody.
Manny Pacquiao won that fight.
You lost, Skip.
You won that fight.
So
you lost.
3 American judges said your guy won. I'm not accepting it. Sorry.
Skip is not believing that he lost the fight. You said that on Twitter that night. You will not go back on that. He wore the show shirt for whatever.
I want y'all to know.
Okay.
First take, because nobody's pressuring Skip. I want America to know, everybody. First take, you have no dominion over me whatsoever anymore. I'm not honoring any bets.
All right.
You lost.
I wore it. I came out here and wore it.
2 hours.
I wore it.
The show.
I wore it.
2 hours.
I came out.
The 2 hours.
I did it.
I want the hat at least.
He's saying he wore the Tony Romo jersey.
I want the hat
for 2
at least.
hours.
I don't care about the shirt. You put on that TMT hat. You lost.
You enjoyed wearing the Romo t-shirt.
What?
Yes, you did.
Me?
You looked good in it.
Wearing a cowboy
you looked
hat?
good in it. I looked terrible in that hat.
Hey, that's not my fault.
All right. Time out.
Put on the hat,
obviously,
I want the hat.
Stephen A's not honoring any more bets. You don't do it.
The hat is just so silly looking.
And you don't want to wear it.
Deal with it. You did it to yourself.
You don't want to
I
wear
didn't do it to myself.
You did it to yourself.
They did it to me.
All right. We got a tweet. Can you make the pick? Manny or money for the big fight?
We got money made, man. Money made.
You know it. Ryan know what time it is.
Predictable. Oh, God.
Floyd.
There's no doubt about that. It's okay. Just pile those faces up.
But he's never lost.
I am shocked. Yes. Genius in the house.
I got Manny Pacquiao. Period.
Be smart. Be courageous.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pacquiao.
He's not getting drafted.
Oh, please.
Going with Floyd.
Shocker.
Floyd, he's a winner.
The man is brilliant.
Well, it's a shock.
Better happen. Better happen. I'm gonna go with Floyd.
Shocking.
The boy is brilliant.
Didn't even hesitate.
Sugar Ray Leonard is here.
He's a technician.
Put it up there, Teddy.
Yeah, we knew it.
He's picking Mayweather. Mayweather will win the fight.
He presents some very unique problems that Floyd hasn't dealt with yet.
He knows that everything is riding on this fight.
Welcome back to First Take, ladies and gentlemen. MGM Grand Pool Complex. The show. We're at the crowd. We have the Jabberwockies. There they are. We missed them. World famous dance crew.
We found them. They perform 5 days a week at the Luxor. They're performing now for us here at the MGM Grand. We have the Oracle of Boxing with us, Teddy Atlas. Teddy, we discussed this in the morning meeting. We were under the impression that you were going to pick Mayweather. So it's official now. Manny Pacquiao will win because if you say so, it's a wrap.
Pacquiao has the foot speed to get there to deliver those hands. Pacquiao can out-hustle. Pacquiao can outwork him. Pacquiao in those spots, Pacquiao can out-hustle him, outwork him, and he can steal rounds where he can grab a decision. Because when you get knocked out and you fall face first, you know what? That does something to you. That changes you. That makes you think.
Wait, are you switching your pick now on him?
No. I said from the beginning that the easiest pick for me would be to take Floyd. That would be easy pick. But I'm not here to do easy picks. I'm here to make an argument, Teddy. If I think intellectually somebody, especially an underdog, can win, I can make an argument that Pacquiao can win.
You might know him as B-Hop or Billy when Skip is being feisty. Tell us why Mayweather will win the fight.
Well, I think Mayweather will win the fight because of not only his IQ, not only because of his style. I just think it's time that he showed the whole world and all the doubters that believed that he was ducking for 4 or 5 years, that it's going to come to pass right now. He's going to make sure they take care of business. Because I know that when you're at that level and you know you got to prove something, you don't have too much talking. And that's why Mayweather has been to some out of character, because he haven't been the Mayweather they used to seeing far as the promotion part about it. And when you focus like that, it's trouble. It's trouble for the other guy.
I got on you. You weren't here, so I'm glad you're sitting next to me because I'm going to say it to your face because you know I love you. Here's the deal.
Well, before you do that, before you do that, take your glasses off. Now go. You want...
Skip Bayless. Hold on. Skip Bayless. Your eyes have been messed with you. Put on my glasses. Put on my glasses. There we go.
It's about to go down.
All right?
My problem with wearing these glasses is the longer I wear them, the more I think Mayweather's going to win.
So, yeah.
And I can't figure, I got to get them off. They're bothering me. There's something wrong
You
with
look
them.
good in them.
They're just wrong. They don't make me see clearly anymore.
It says you clearly have no style.
Oh, is that what that says? Everybody, welcome in 50 Cent, will you? He's picking Mayweather, so can we put it up on the board?
All right. You know, you got a lot of people out there saying, not only are you going to lose, but your legacy is going to be tarnished because if you lose this fight, it's going to discredit everything you worked for, and that's a source of motivation.
And you losing to a man that's done lost 5 fights, if you did lose.
Okay.
What would it matter? He would still be the greatest fighter, technically. Unless you want to argue that he ran from the fight.
That's right.
So he didn't do the fight when you wanted him to do the fight.
5 years ago.
Yeah, like, so now, without doing it 5 years ago, we wouldn't know if this fight would have the energy around it that it has right now.
Okay, why do you think it took so long?
Because it's a tough fight, and there's no real reason for you to take that tough fight until you have to. Strategically, you put it in a place where he's at the climax of his career. This is it.
Wouldn't you agree that Floyd, in the end, had no choice but to fight him because there had been a big asterisk on that 48-0 or whatever it ended up, 49-0, right? You have to fight Manny Pacquiao.
Well, yeah, I think the sport of boxing doesn't like fighters to retire undefeated.
Oh.
Well, without having fought your chief rival of your era, right?
Right, and I think they don't want you to break the records. You know that.
We got Roy Jones Jr. here. So you guys can give it up for the former world champion, Roy Jones Jr. It's fine.
In the house.
Is there anything that you've seen from Floyd that gives you an indication that he could be slower in this fight?
No, I don't think he'll be slower. You know, I moved up to heavyweight. I took all that speed right up there with me. You understand me? Was as powerful as ever, but was fast as ever. So I don't see Floyd having a little bit of a size advantage or even picking up a few more pounds, maybe size-wise, slowing down at all.
Roy Jones, I know you're not supposed to make a pick, but you're making a strong case for Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Well, my case is that he's a bigger guy. We got to look at the realism of the situation. He's a bigger guy who's tall, who really could take a jab and basically nullify Pacquiao, like he did with Marquez. And this is no joke about it. This is just what the truth is. People like me and George Foreman, we love to fight guys shorter than us because a short guy don't really have a chance usually because we neutralize him with a jab.
So is there a better chance of Floyd knocking out Manny than Manny knocking out Floyd?
Yes, it is. That's all I'm trying to say.
All right.
Okay.
Floyd has the better chance.
Our guest is Dan Rafael. He's been here for more than a decade. You're ESPN boxing writer, aficionado. You made your pick, Mayweather. Make your case, kind sir.
Listen, first of all, I haven't picked against Floyd since 2001 when he fought Diego Corrales. I thought Diego was going to beat Floyd. He was on an unbelievable knockout streak and just looking incredible. I learned my lesson that night. Floyd Mayweather dropped him 5 times right here at the MGM Grand, and haven't picked against Floyd since. And there's a reason, and it's nothing against Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao is an absolutely tremendous all-time great fighter, a historical figure in the sport, as is Floyd. But I just like Floyd's ring intelligence. I think he does a lot of things at least a little better than Pacquiao in most categories, perhaps except punching power. But I do think that Floyd is a bit of an underrated puncher. He is a finisher when he gets you hurt, but he's so within himself and doesn't need to go for that and leave himself open. He just knows every inch of that ring. And I think the combination of his speed and his defense and his ring intelligence and his desire and his confidence that he's never been beaten and he can't be beaten is going to be enough to have his hand raised. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying he runs through Manny Pacquiao in an easy manner or knocks him out in a first or second round or something like that. I just think he's going to do enough to win 7 rounds and get the knock on the at least 2 judges' scorecards.
From what you know of Floyd, how badly does he want to win this particular fight compared to other fights?
No, this is the one. I mean, he has said, he tries to downplay. He says, at one point he said it's another fight, but there have been other times where he says, I've never wanted to win another fight more than this one. Right. And that's the truth. I mean, you can say that maybe he's doing things for show at other times. And I think both fighters, both trainers, both promoters, if they say anything other than this is the biggest fight of our life and we want to win this more than any other fight we've ever been associated with in the history of our careers with these 2 fighters, they're lying. This is the big one. This is the legacy fight, period. No matter what they think, it's what the public thinks. It's what guys like us think. This is the legacy fight, period.
Jamie Foxx is here. He's shadowboxing the crowd. They're enjoying themselves. They're having a good time. We have to find out who you are going to pick for the fight.
Oh, that's easy. It's Floyd Mayweather, but I'll tell you why it's Floyd Mayweather. And it doesn't have anything to do with all the emotions that everybody had. I just think that just boxing, no emotions. When you look at what Pacquiao went through, that's hard to come back from, and that's like post-traumatic stress. Because I'm serious. It's like, and think about it. All great fighters have never been knocked out before. That's how you determine how great they are. I've seen Floyd tested. Floyd told me himself, Sugar Shane, he got me. He got me right there. He got me. But you know what happened after the second round? He was able to take that punch, and like I know, there's a lot of boxers that are champs never get tested like that. I think he's been tested, and I think it's going to be a fantastic night, and the after party's going to be crazy.
The fight is officially happening. Because Vegas is here, and we're in Vegas. We'll be right back. In just a few moments, we'll have our final thoughts.
He won't be here.
He will not. But you did a good job. Can you make the pick? Manny or money for the big fight?
We got money made, man. Money made.
You know it. Ryan know what time it is.
Predictable. Oh, God.
Floyd.
There's no doubt about it.
All right.
It's okay. Just pile those faces up.
But he's never lost.
I am shocked. Yes. Genius in the house.
I got Manny Pacquiao, period.
Be smart. Be courageous.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Pacquiao.
He's not getting dragged on.
Oh, please.
Going with Floyd.
Shocker.
Floyd, he's a winner.
The man is brilliant.
Well, it's a shock.
It better happen. It better happen.
I'm going to go with Floyd.
Shocking.
The boy is brilliant.
Didn't even hesitate.
Sugar Ray Leonard is here.
He's a technician.
Put it up there, Teddy.
Yeah, we knew it.
He's picking Mayweather. Mayweather will win the fight.
He presents some very unique problems that Floyd hasn't dealt with yet.
He knows that everything is riding on this fight.
Welcome back to First Take, ladies and gentlemen. MGM Grand Pool Complex. The show is just about over. We have had so much fun. We want to thank our special guest, Jamie Foxx, who was amazing, as well as 50 Cent. We wish we could do a 3-hour show today, but we could not. Just a few minutes left. We will do our final takes on the big fight, which is May 2nd. I will make my pick. I'm rooting for the underdog. No surprise here. Team Pacquiao. Wow. They're booing me. I'm getting... no bets. I'm just going with Team Pacquiao. He don't have to be emotional, right? Y'all still love me. I still love y'all, right? I still love you.
How confident are you in your pick?
If I honestly, if someone gave me $1 million and said, who you putting it on, I wouldn't put it on Pacquiao. I'm just rooting for the underdog.
Oh, so you wouldn't bet a nickel on it?
No, I think if you're going honestly, logically,
really,
it's Mayweather.
That's not a real strong pick.
No, but I'm still making because I'm rooting for him. I just
so
want the
you're just
underdog.
rooting with your heart.
With
then,
my
right?
heart,
not
100%.
with your head. But your head is saying Floyd.
My head is not saying Floyd. It's not saying I don't know who's going to win. I'm just rooting for Pacquiao.
Okay.
So you're upset that I'm not 100% ready to say seventh round conviction.
Jump on that bandwagon with
I
both
can't.
feet.
I have to be honest. I have to be the in between you two. I'm the middle.
All right. Well, I'll just get right to the end of the limb here. Round 7.
Okay.
Down goes Floyd. Down goes Floyd. Round 7. There will be blood.
Yes.
47 and no. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
Stephen A. 30 seconds left.
Floyd Mayweather will drop Manny Pacquiao not once but twice in the 11th round.
Yes.
Manny will get up and try as he does, but Bayless will stop the fight. He will put his arms around Manny Pacquiao and wave it off.
The legacy fight, Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you back in Bristol. Thanks for watching.